Trash to
Sally
Cash
sold seashells
podcast,
by the seashore.
episode 2067 or 867. Oh my gosh, I said it. Oh, 67.
6-7.
Kevin, how's it going?
I don't know what it means, but I'm here.
Kevin's been off the map. Rod's furious at him. Mike's mad at
Yeah,
him.
Rod's
not
furious at
returning
me?
Rod's calls.
Everyone's
He
offended.
didn't call me.
Yeah, Rod's
Twice.
called you 4 times in the
No,
last
he
4
4
days.
times.
I'm
Yes.
busy.
Two more than
no,
twice.
he hasn't. I don't believe that.
Kevin is not busy. He is unequivocally
Oh,
sleeping.
whatever.
under
Nothing's
a tree.
Would you
more
like me to tell
depressing
you
than
what
being
I-
big time by Kevin.
Yeah,
You guys
it
are
is.
costing me money. That's
Yeah,
what
well,
I've determined.
well.
That's a nice hat.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, you cost me more money than Carter's got liver pills. Yeah, little
I got
classic,
you
guys.
costing
Little
me
classic.
So much money. Look at this. I'll show you my phone call. I'm not going to show them to you. There's no
Okay.
phone call.
Yeah, you don't want to do that
There's no phone call
for
from
legal
Rob.
reasons.
There's lies. He did send a
Lies.
text I didn't reply to.
Maybe that's what he meant. He meant a phone text. Kevin, listen, I have decided. I thought, Carrie, I had this epiphany,
Follow
right? And
Jesus.
we might need to just mute Kevin so he can really absorb this. I figured this out. This is all Royas and to increase and prop up himself.
Oh yeah,
Because
no.
this whole podcast that he
Yeah.
plays the victim, right? He plays
Yeah.
the
Bizarre
victim
world.
I know.
in this whole show and makes us look like
I'm
bad guys.
old and frail. Oh yeah, nobody's
And he
buying it.
he pretends to push the limits on the podcast, but he's always just, if it gets too far away, just shouting out eBay sales randomly.
He won't even say triple decker. We will. We're not afraid.
Yeah, and he's just like, all the comments, they're just like, I can't believe you're on a show with these guys, et cetera, et
true.
cetera.
I
And
can't
to the
believe it
point-
either still.
To the point now, like, where he can't really benefit from us anymore.
Yeah.
And so that's
Are we
why he's
ending this?
decided to quit Trash to Cash. Kevin has
All
told me
right.
he's quitting.
Is he joining the Profit Playbook?
He's gonna
Time
be
to
in the
Profit
Profit
Playbooks
Playbook
and stuff
podcast.
You
podcast?
know, hey, I like both worlds. I like the serious world and the non-serious world. I don't
So-
like the non-serious world before we start the podcast. Y'all should. The stuff that comes out, like they have Tourette's or something. I don't understand.
Who did we learn that from?
Yeah.
So, Kevin, how are we costing you money? I'd love to hear this.
Well, I
ridiculous
mean, it's this
reasoning.
100-mile yard sale up here, fall,
Okay.
and I had
Today?
to get back here for this podcast.
Well, we didn't get an invite to any 100-mile yard
Yeah.
sale.
I
If we
don't
had.
invite people to the fall sale.
Wow. And where is
It's
this
expensive
exactly?
to have all
What's
these
the
people
location?
here. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I like the. Let's have the snacks
What,
in the
the
background.
Christmas
Yeah, like
snacks?
the
Okay.
little cookies. And
I haven't
stuff,
eaten
yeah.
yet today, though. That's going to make me a little
So I had
hungry.
to cut it off. I only went to like 8 sales because 2 of them were like I spent like all the money I had, and then I went to the bank and I'm like, why did I just go to the bank? I'm like, I gotta go home in an hour. It takes me half an hour to get there, and I went
Now,
to 2 more sales, and that
from
was
You
what
had
I
to go
understood, you
refill
had-
the bag with gold coins.
He said nothing
got
about
some
this.
silver.
He told us he had to drive his wife off at the airport or something. He didn't say anything about a yard sale. How are we
Alright,
supposed to
so
know? We can't
here's-
read minds,
I
Kevin.
just woke up, so I don't know what you guys talked
I
about, but
didn't
I'm going
want
to
to
assume Dave's
inconvenience
right.
you. I did this for you, Dave. This
Wow.
sacrifice is for Dave to meet Dave because
appreciate
Dave puts
that.
in all the work for the podcast. So I was
I
like,
do.
hey, if he wants to
I do a lot.
record at this time, I got to
I'm
make
here.
it consistent because Carrie, if he misses 1 week, then it's all thrown off. So I'm like, I got to do it at noon. So Carrie just gets it in the routine.
Yeah, yeah.
I picked
true.
my folks up at the airport at 12:30 a.m.
Ooh.
an hour away.
Whoa.
I brought them home last night. I went to bed at like 2:30.
Oh my
And then I
gosh.
got up at 6:30, went to these sales,
You don't have to go to sales. I've learned
and
that.
now I'm back.
Yeah, that's true.
So I've been running. What?
You don't have to go to sales. There's
do
one
up
downside
here,
to
there's not that
listen.
much.
There's one downside to not going to sales, and it's this thing called running out of money. But other than that, it's like really not a big deal. You know what? So Carrie's taught me a lot since he moved here. If you just do nothing, not that.
What are you?
Stuff
Look,
doesn't
I'm not
happen.
going to yard sales and flea markets and stuff as much as you guys, but I go to card shows every
That's
single
true.
week that I
And see, the
can.
problem is now, Carrie has been a bad influence because now I go to card shows, but I don't
You-
profit from them.
You literally
They
are
just
going to
cost me
most of
money.
the card shows with me, and
I don't
Callie
go
is just
sourcing.
buying Pokemon.
I just go to card shows
trading.
and buy my kid Pokemon, and I'm like, just now I'm double. That's double losing. I'm double losing with my new
well, we're in the
lifestyle.
You're
season
hearing
now. I'll
hum
get focused. I'll get
upstairs.
refocused.
My wife is cleaning the floors apparently right now, so
Well,
sorry if the audio stinks.
Listen, we were supposed to this was supposed to be flea market week, right? We're finally gonna go to flea market, bro. It's gonna rain all weekend.
I know.
Like,
I saw that in that.
I don't
podcast,
think Mike's coming all the way over here. I think he's gonna be sorely disappointed. I think they're gonna cancel flea market.
Wow.
I think we're not gonna do any
Well, tell 'em to stay
sourcing.
home.
Yeah, you didn't even tell me it was going to rain so much in Florida, dude.
And
Tell them
it
to come
does
over
rain.
next month. And then
The
I might
problem is
come
he's
down.
already bought tickets to Halloween Horror Nights and all this other stuff. So
Well, he
and
doesn't
can't
need
get
to
a
buy
refund.
anything anyways. He's not going to be disappointed. He just wants to
Yeah,
hang
he
out
probably
with
doesn't
Dave
care.
and
Yeah.
Carrie.
We're going to
I'm a
Hall of
little
Screams
disappointed.
at SeaWorld, which, as far as I know, is just normal SeaWorld, but at night.
Yeah, yeah. It's
There's-
like the
there's
circus,
no haunted
circus
houses.
in Vegas, basically. Same idea, same
It's
concept.
just like going down
Masks
Fremont
on the
Street.
dolphin.
We'll see what happens.
Train the dolphins to
I'm gonna
attack.
look. They might have already canceled the flea market. Let me look. I'm gonna look right now. But yeah,
This
that's
is-
a bummer because this was
that's-
supposed to be my get back into it weekend.
That's the one thing about Florida I found, though. Like, if they will they will let stuff get rained on a little bit and continue a flea market within reason. Whereas, like, anywhere else I've ever been, if it's raining at all, it's like nobody's showing up. But in Florida, it's just you just could buy this, but it's gonna be wet now. That's like the thing.
It says keeping an eye on the rain forecast. I will announce the weather decision on here, but will be alerting my text subscribers as soon as I make the call. Text junked. Oh, I gotta freaking sign up for the text list.
The last time I texted junk to a random text message place,
You got blocked. Yeah.
Things happen.
We'll see. It's not looking good though. It's not
Well,
looking
but your
good for
season is
sourcing.
starting to ramp up, and even if it's not this week, like mine's
But dude, the
slowly
problem is
slowing down,
me and
right?
Carrie on a whim scheduled something for 2 weekends from now, so we're gonna be out of town, not yard sailing in 2 weeks. So this was like a good week.
No,
for
but I'm
me
the
to-
one that actually is going to go do something work related there, though.
I'm
gonna
gonna
go hit a
have to
card
find
shop.
a way to do something work related up there. You know,
Go
we'll
to
have
the
to.
thrift stores.
Yeah, we'll go to the
Yeah.
thrift stores at least.
That's
We
what
can
me
write
and
it
Put
Rob
out
off.
an
do.
alert.
We go to
Can you
thrifts
tell
all
people where
everywhere.
you're at and just put out an alert? Dave?
Hotlanta. We're gonna be in Hotlanta, guys. You got a
There
private
you
pick
go.
I can do at your house
Yeah,
in
there you go.
Hotlanta? You let
Start
me know.
talking. Start talking to people.
Saturday the
Call
18th,
Death
I'll
Bow
come
Picker.
over.
There's somebody you can do a private pick in Atlanta with.
That's
I
right,
promise
sir.
you.
Yeah.
We're going to be in
Promise
Hotlanta.
Isn't who
Nice
else was there? There was
storage
some
shed,
creepy
like
guy
massive.
you met there, Carrie, in Georgia, who scared you a lot. What was his name? Mike the Death Pile
Death
Pile Picker. That's it. Yeah,
Death
yeah, that's it.
Penile?
Dude, I was listening to Dan and Demand's podcast last night. Have you ever listened to this? It's called The Reseller Leftovers.
I don't
Garbage
understand
Cast.
their thumbnail at all. It's just
Joe's.
Dan in front of his grandpa's casket,
That was
But they
Joe's
were having an
and there's
aggressive.
cats.
First of all, Mike went on a 40-minute diatribe about the history of postcodes. Oh my gosh, I've never been so bored in my life. Half the reason is I don't understand what he's saying, but the other half is it's not interesting even if I did. Okay? But then they went on a more interesting topic of flat rate versus calculated shipping versus
I
free
didn't
It
get
shipping.
sounds
to that.
moderately more
did not
interesting
get
than
to
the
that.
first part.
It's moderately more interesting
listen to
because
that.
like Dan was making some very valid points and Mike was just instantly poo-pooing them. And
Dan
I don't know
does
if
calculated.
yeah, and I don't know if I'm biased because I do calculated, so Mike's points sounded dumb and Dan sounded smart. Maybe it's one of those
Well,
things.
we can argue about it.
Well, like, okay, so Dan was pointing out that by doing calculated, he's more likely to sell to people closer to him because the shipping will be cheaper, and he thinks that's a benefit and nice. And there's a lot of people that Mike might be pricing out by a higher flat rate price that are closer to Mike. Meaning he's by default technically going to sell to further away people because he's doing, let's say, $10 flat rate on shoes and Dan's doing calculated, and those close people might only be $7. Therefore, increasing the amount you're shipping further, but also meaning your price is a little higher.
Yeah, stop.
than a lot of other
Whoever's
people.
thinking about this, hey, what's up, Mike? Whoever's thinking about this, stop it. If you're worried about this, if you're worried about if it's calculated or if it's flat rate, just buy stuff people want and sell it for less than anybody else on eBay. That's eBay 101. That's how you're going to be successful. End of case. Move on.
Yeah, what do you think about
no, don't get
calculated
him
shipping?
Oh, gosh.
He's on the phone with Mike.
What do you think
Hey,
about
yo!
Calculated shipping.
Kevin's putting.
I'll call
I
you
just
back.
want to. I want to do like. So there's a couple people who watch the podcast. Okay, let's pretend this is my phone. Kevin wants
Wait a
us
minute.
to hear Mike.
Shut
Okay,
up.
and so what Kevin does is so we can hear Mike on the phone is he pulls the phone over here and puts his mouth closer. That's not how it works, Kevin. You'd put the phone closer.
No, I
and
didn't
your
want you to
mouth
hear
away.
Mike because
Oh.
I didn't want you. It was the
Now,
opposite.
Carrie-
thing.
Carrie-
No, pretend
Mike
this
might
is a
say
phone.
anything.
Let's pretend
Okay,
this
let's
is a
pretend that's a
phone.
phone.
Okay, and he's putting then he's doing this and expecting people to hear it. It's not going to happen.
So Kevin, what's your response? Because I thought Carrie
I
just
think-
pooed
look,
it instantly, but
I
I
think-
think it's.
Well, I just thought it was
interesting.
fun to poo-poo it.
Poo-poo
Yeah.
what?
the whole conversation
Just
about
stop,
calculated shipping.
Just stop worrying.
Well-
stop nerding out about stupid stuff and just sell stuff people want at prices people want to pay. Move
Yeah, but
on.
you
That's
can
eBay.
you can do that, but also acknowledge points if they're valid. Like I
There you
do
go.
think.
There you go.
You, Dave,
it's a valid
respectfully,
point.
no.
No, you can't. But my overall opinion is all three will work. All three. Free shipping, flat rate, and calculated. However, if you do calculated, in my humble opinion, you should give a portion of that back, not after the fact, but
charity?
To the buyer. And if you do full retail, you completely have priced yourself out.
Yeah, but
of
I don't do
the
full
market
retail.
cost.
I don't
No,
do full
I understand
retail. I do
that.
the discounted shipping.
I get it. Now,
Calculated,
do you
yeah.
do it down to the exact amount where
Yes.
you're losing money on shipping?
Very rarely.
You
I don't
forget the
sell
people.
anything.
You guys don't
it's the
understand the people buying on eBay. It's 2:30 in the morning. Okay,
Yeah.
Cheeto dust on your hands. You're half asleep, and there's a Princess Di Beanie Baby for sale, and it's got the PVC pellets, so it's legit. Okay, you're not worrying if it's free shipping, calculated shipping, flash shipping. You're pressing buy, and if there's quantity, you're getting more than one. This is just sell the stuff at the price people want to pay.
Listen, back to this point, because I do want to talk about it, Carrie.
I know.
So,
I'm just playing.
let-
We're gonna
let-
talk eBay. I'm sorry.
Dave? Do you give it back down to full? What do you actually pay? You give the full discount back to what you actually pay?
After I
shipping.
do it?
No.
Yeah, no, I set it up so it just gives them my rate.
Gives them your rate, so you
Yeah,
lose
on the-
money on every package you ship.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe you get fees on it. So if it's $10 to ship it, you're paying $1.50 plus you got to pay for the box. So if it's $10 to ship it, you're losing $2 on every package, every single
Yeah.
package.
I guess so. I didn't know that, but yeah, I guess so.
Right?
It's like
So-
every episode, Dave learns how he loses a little bit money selling on eBay.
but
He's like,
I
wait,
still
I've been
think-
doing that wrong this whole time?
Honestly, Dave, from where you're at, where you're shipping from, I still think that's a perfectly fine model. You just got to build that into. You just got to think about that in your process. It's like, okay, I bought it for this much. It's selling for this much. I'm gonna lose $2 on every single package. If it's $40 to ship it, you're losing $6
Yeah.
plus the package on every single thing. So
Do
there's different
I don't
ways.
even have an eBay store thingy anymore. I don't even pay for that. Do you think I should start paying for that again? Does it actually make sense? The thing that bothered me about a
have enough
store, and you may not
listings,
know
yes.
this, when I went to cancel it, when I stopped selling on eBay, they force you to pay for 2 additional months. Like some sort of weird Ponzi scheme. Like literally they don't let you cancel same day. It
Allegedly.
said it will cancel. This is literally what happened to me. Allegedly, literally what happened to me though.
Wait a minute.
I went to cancel my eBay store and it said that it would cancel like 90 days later. Like it couldn't cancel same day. And they made
Okay.
me keep paying for multiple months.
Well, that's interesting. However, do
Oh,
you
you've
know
never
how you
tried to
paid?
cancel it, have you?
Well, listen, no, but I'm trying to give you an alternate. This may be why this has happened, and since Carrie's the eBay guru in here,
Yeah,
apparently
I'll
from the last
verify
video,
this.
did you pay the yearly rate or did you pay the monthly?
I
rate?
don't. It was like 8 months ago. That's
So
a
if
good
you-
question.
if
Maybe
you
I
paid
played
the yearly
yearly.
rate, then you need to pay the rest. If you paid the monthly rate, you're paying
Yeah,
more.
maybe
which is
that's
what
what it
Carrie
was.
would do, pay more, and pay it by month.
Well, but he would have been right in this scenario. So I should do
Maybe.
the carry method.
Depends
maybe.
on how much you're paying. How
Yeah.
much more are you paying? It's probably right in the end. But I don't know. You're missing out on your Q4 coupon. Y'all go use it. I just bought.
Dude, I
just-
never used it though. I didn't use that for like 2 years because I forgot
my
every time. There's no one out there making content reminding me to use it, and I just feel like if someone was making content,
No, there's
that I
somebody.
could watch,
There's
watch.
somebody. There's
like
eBay.
theme park
There's
content.
eBay
On
Nerd
Facebook.
101. You
Theme
probably
park
gotta.
content.
cash.
If the theme park guys would just be like, "Hey guys, use your eBay coupon," I probably would have done it.
Yeah, and then just go on
Maybe
the
the Counter
corkscrew.
Strike casters
I've been
are like,
I've been
"Oh,
into
yeah."
Japanese roller coasters lately. They got some wild ones out
Oh
there,
yeah,
dude.
there's some really good ones in Japan.
Yeah.
So how? Okay, let's pretend like I don't know what I'm doing because I love the comment. Like Dave, we got a comment. Dave quit eBay because he didn't know how eBay worked. Now he's back on eBay and still doesn't know how eBay works.
Yes.
I'm
So
not
I'm
arguing.
confused though. List
What?
Easier requires business policies.
Okay.
And so, how in the world were you doing? No wonder you're having so much trouble. You can't do calculated shipping like that and enter this stuff. You need
Let me
flat
look.
rate.
It says manage subscription, elevate your business, and choose a subscription. Okay, let me see. Choose a
How did
subscription.
we
nothing
talk
to do
about
with what
List
I'm
Easier?
talking
How
about.
did you?
Oh,
how
I'm
did you
talking
put
about
List
subscriptions.
Easier in here?
I'm talking about subscriptions. I don't know what you're talking about. Store. I mean, I have a
Dude,
store.
you found
like
a
I
weird
sell
way
stuff.
to shill List Easier. It was weird.
No, I'm not shilling
I'm
it
talking
at all.
about the
I'm- Dave
paid
had
for
trouble with it
subscription
because it
for
takes time
stores.
to learn about it. You got it for if you do List Easier, which you tried to do and failed miserably at it, one of the criteria is you need to have business policies.
I have that.
You have that
not the
entered in,
thing
but
you
you're doing
pay for.
calculated shipping. So you have to enter in all. If you're going to list 100 things, you got to go in and enter all the. There's
Kevin,
my
one
reason
of the
why
policies, one of the policies you can have is ground shipping calculated.
Okay, but you still have to enter all that data.
What data?
This is so boring, guys.
If you're doing calculated shipping, you have to enter how big it is and how much it weighs on every single listing. That defeats the purpose of it.
But if you're listing 20 of the same size Matchbox cars, which is what I was doing,
that's a good point.
then you just enter it once.
Good point.
That's all I did.
I got you.
Yeah. Well, which again, I kind of agree with Carrie. I don't know how you got off onto List Easier. I'm talking about store subscriptions. It's not really related at all.
Is it going to get List Easier,
We were
Tourette's now?
talking about calculated shipping 3
It has
minutes
nothing
ago.
to do with List Easier.
It's not related.
Yes, it does.
It's not.
Yes,
I mean,
it does.
I guess-
Oh my gosh, forget it. All right, go talk about your store subscriptions.
Well, what store subscription do I need, Kevin, to be on List
$60.
Easier?
No, you don't need. I don't think you need any to be on there.
I have
$60.
So here's the options, guys. You've got starter for $5, basic for $22, premium for $60, anchor for $300, which I don't know. What's the why do I need one at all? That's what I want.
You don't. I know
Okay.
people that don't have it.
You get less fees for listing and
You
stuff.
do
get
get
more
less
free
fees for listing,
listings. It
plus
depends
you
on
get-
how
Well,
much you're
there's no
listing.
fees for
Really
listing.
overpriced shipping materials once every 3 months that you don't use.
Well, there's no fees for listing, right?
No,
Unless
if you
it's
go
an
to
auction.
eBay Live, you could tell everybody what level of store you are, and then you get a certain amount of
You
respect based on
okay. Just answer a couple questions. What are your plans for eBay? Do you want to make 100? You want to gross 100? You want to gross 50? Where do you want to be?
Dollars?
Yeah.
$50 seems high.
$50
Not want
would
to.
be
What do you
great.
plan on grossing if you ramp
love
this thing?
$50.
Kevin,
up?
I can't get my life together, but I'd like to. It's like, how much weight do you plan on losing while you're eating a burrito? It's like, I'd love
yeah, I
to
never
lose
have
100
more-
pounds. I don't know.
I never think more about how I'm going to lose weight than when I'm eating something terrible.
Yeah, so it's like, I would love to sell 100 grand on eBay, but then I've got to store it all and list it all, and I got no open shelving, and I don't know.
Ooh, I should
Exactly.
show you. You have to watch my videos, boys. So
Okay, I'll
I have
get
a
right on that.
new
gosh,
Dibbed It
yeah.
system with bin. Oh, Dave. Oh, I don't know.
Are
if
they
you're still doing the box
charging me?
things.
Are they charging me to list buy it nows?
Yes. What? No. You have
No,
a certain
right?
amount free.
How many free do you get?
It used to be
Carrie's gonna have to
$250, but
answer
they-
this because
It used to be $250, but then after
This
the
says
pandemic,
for
it
this
changed. I
the
think, where it's
$5
a lot more.
starter. This one's for the $5 starter says you get $250, but I don't pay for that, and I'm getting free listings.
when you press
everybody
you
gets
know,
$250 free.
when you
I
press
thought.
post, is it telling you? Because it should
no,
tell
there's
you
no
what your
price
fees
on
are.
there. Yeah, there's no
right?
price on
All
there.
right, here's the reason you need to get it, Dave, so you can put your store on vacation. Because I don't think you can do that if you don't have a store.
But why would I vacation? I'm a hard worker. I'm not like
whatever.
you. I don't need 40
I'll give
beach
everybody an
vacations a
eBay
month.
tip though, because I don't give enough hot
Give us
eBay
just the
tips.
tip, Carrie.
I'm just the tip
Just
though.
the
That's
tip.
all I'm going to give you guys. When you are posting on eBay, always pay
The
the
whole
extra.
thing
What
is
is
the
it?
tip.
$4 to enlarge your photos.
What?
What?
Don't you remember that, guys? Where I think they still have it. Like you could supersize the photo when you're scrolling, and it used to be like $1 or $4 extra. You know what I'm talking? You guys
Oh,
sell
yeah,
on
yeah,
eBay.
Yeah,
They
they used to
do
have
that.
all kinds of little fees in there.
Do that.
If you added more than X amount of pictures, you'd pay fees and all that stuff.
Allegedly, you should do that. Don't do that.
I'm looking at this chart. I feel like I still shouldn't pay for anything. I don't really think there's any value.
Just remember this, y'all. When Dave's like, "Oh,
I will get there
left
maybe
and my
eventually,
store
but this
wasn't on
says I can list
vacation,"
250 for free. Okay, the final value fees are different. That's interesting. All right, let me
and you
look at
get
that.
Free, I will call you every time it's time to order
So,
your
Dave,
free
how long have you
shipping
been selling on
supplies.
eBay, and you're just now breaking down the store structure and what the fees
22,
are?
22 years. 22 years.
You've had an
22
eBay,
years.
Flickr
I-
channel
no,
for
no,
4
listen.
years, and you're
Hold
just
on,
now
hold on.
doing this.
I chose my store. So I literally just sold like without a store for the first like 15 years or whatever. In 2020, I actually did the research and picked a level. But I don't know if that level still makes sense with all the changes they made 5 years later. I just kind of let it ride for the last 5 years and then canceled it. So now if I'm going to sign up again, I want to make sure I don't sign up for the wrong thing because I know I'm going to leave it for 5 years.
And what did you have it on?
I think I had it 60 a month.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah, I don't know if that's needed anymore, Kevin. Like
I think it is.
the fees are the same. Okay, the fees are the same. You get 1,000 free fixed pricing insertions a month. with the $20 plan. So what do you need the $60 plan? Are you
Because
listing
I
more than
have
1,000 a
1,800
month?
Yeah, because things reboot.
But does that count?
Yes.
Are we sure? Because I don't know
Yes.
that it does.
I
Because I had.
100%.
I'm gonna ask Chad.
Oh,
Chad will know.
Gosh, everything reboots every 30 days. I have 1,800 and something listings. Plus,
Talk about
Dave,
something else. I'm researching this.
You can get really overpriced shipping materials really cheap, like free.
Dude, that's such a joke though. Like 14 bubble
Hey,
mailers for
get 'em.
$70.
No,
Yeah.
I got more than that. It's bad. It's bad. Don't get me wrong, but it's still something at least. You know, you can get $20 in shipping materials for the $50 coupon that they give you. But it's nice. I like it. I got something different this time, so we'll see. Now, I
Yeah.
love how they price those things at like $41. So because you can't get a second thing, because then you're paying way too much for stuff. So you got to actually use less than your coupon most of the time. It ticks me off.
Is there a benefit to not having 2 eBay stores?
Is there a benefit to not having 2 eBay stores?
I mean, technically, if you had 2 eBay stores, you could do $22 a month on 2 different stores.
I
And
will
then you'd
say
save
this,
$20 a
without
month.
shilling anything.
Eh?
There are certain people using this certain new technology, Code Commonwealth, that are
Vendu, by the way.
now branching out and
Supply Hut?
opening media stores or opening totally different stores, niche down stores, because now there's an integration between the stores, so that like you can send offers to all of your stores now. There's an integration to your store, so.
Oh, wow.
I'm thinking about a second store again, which I promised myself I would never do again. But
I have a
think
name idea
there's
for it.
some logic to
Homeschooling hustlers.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad, right?
it.
I just
You got
made that
pretty
up.
good memory.
Yeah.
That store did all right for a while.
That's pretty
That was
good.
that was a good technique. I don't care what anybody says. You get turned.
The reason it was called that is because the school, like if you're homeschooled by Kevin, like first class, okay, English is writing descriptions, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Your math is calculating profits on your eBay sales. Like this is the school of Kevin. This is what his kids grew up in. Like geometry,
wish I could
okay.
keep
Your
Kid
grade is
down.
based on how much you're selling and pushing through the eBay
Geometry,
store every month.
kids, go measure the packages and put them
the
into
kids
the
learn.
pirate ship.
Will this fit in a box? Only one way to find out.
third period video editing class. Fourth period accounting.
Facebook
So I'm
social
very
media
pleased.
management typing class. Yeah, that's good.
Let me tell you, look,
Commonwealth
those are
School.
skills you'd actually make money on these days. Probably a lot better than some of the nonsense that they got.
Elijah's struggling with that right now. Like me and Carrie were talking to him about it yesterday. Like he just won like the Scholar of the Month or whatever at his school, and he got like perfect grades on his thing. And the teacher wants him to like go to college. He's like, yeah, but then I got to get a bunch of debt. And he thinks about all the people he knows with degrees that aren't using
You
them,
don't
and he's just
have
like,
to. My oldest boy went to early college. I made him. It's the best thing ever. I made him do. I'm like, you're going to early. I was like, I can't pay for this. And he went 2 years early college.
what is early college?
You start college when you're a junior in high school.
Oh, that.
Get
so he went to early,
classes
so
and
he
you're
had
not
two
paying
ye-
the
two
same
years
amount at
out.
all.
Didn't
Yeah.
pay, you
I
got to pay a
gotcha.
little bit for the program thing, and then went to 2 years of school, and he had virtually no debt. and
I
was
think it's
done
hard,
super
dude. I think
fast.
it's hard for this age group, especially like my son's 17 and my daughter's 15. Like, it's tough to figure out like what careers are going to be worthwhile with AI. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, do I want to go spend a bunch of time becoming a programmer when that might go away? That used to be just the easy thing. Oh, be an engineer. But now it's like, well, that might
Psychologist.
go away. But psychology, everyone's studying psychology.
That's what I'm saying. That's a bet. Is
it's
psychology
horrible.
going to be taken over? You get your AI psychologist.
Carrie's got an AI psychologist he talks
Dude,
to
my
daily.
ChatGPT
Like,
knows too much.
yeah,
No,
so
but it's true. Like I feel like we were all kind of part of the same generation going into school. We were like, I feel like we were the last generation of people going in potentially to college that were told you go to college and you're actually going to be able to
Turn it
work
into
in that
something.
field. And maybe
Well, it
it's
used to
true.
work.
I didn't pursue any of it.
No, it stopped working by our age. It worked like 10 years before us. And
Yeah.
prior to that, like if you went to college, you
I
could
would say it stopped working.
It didn't work
just
as
stopped
well.
working for certain areas.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. There's some areas like nursing.
Just everything
for
I
goodness
did-
sake, it was working for people that
but
went
you
to nursing
don't
school.
but you don't need I mean, you do need the degree. So some jobs require the degree.
Yeah.
Fine. For those you go to school, but I'm just saying there's a lot of jobs that don't require the
Oh,
degree.
100%.
You know,
And like
there's-
criminal justice. like,
Yeah,
you
there's a
don't
lot
need
of
a
criminal
degree
justice
to be a cop,
master's degree
you know?
holders working and I don't even mean this negatively, working at like Starbucks.
But don't you need
That's-
to know, basic fundamentals of American law and stuff? To
No,
be
but see, that's the thing.
I
It's
don't
good to
remember
know those
anything
things.
from my political
but I am
science or
telling you,
history
like-
learn them
classes.
super
Hardly
quick.
anything.
Let's say it this
Without
way.
paying
I'm going to say this without
$150,000.
blowing up anyone, but I know someone
Say it.
who's going to work, and that person is in a medical field, and there's a lot of classes and stuff that they're taking. And hello, Annabelle. Are you getting a soda? Oh, hold on one second. Go on, guys. I gotta mute.
I think a lot of folks a lot of businesses, a lot of big companies are figuring out it is cheaper to train the people themselves with what they need and create their own requirements and skip the whole process, and then they can pay those employees a little bit less than somebody that came out with $200,000 in debt that needs a huge salary. Just train them yourself if you need them to do something.
It makes sense. It does make sense.
And
I went to school and I love school, but I definitely didn't prepare at all for a job, if that makes sense. I wasn't doing the internships. I did a little bit at the start.
Anyways, what I was saying, I'm
would've
not
helped
sure
a
what you
lot.
guys are talking
I was
about, but
enjoying this conversation. I had something to add to it.
oh,
Go
okay,
ahead.
add to it.
No. Well, I'll say
Well, I
one thing.
was, yeah, go ahead.
So when I went to, I was a teacher. I did my student teaching. Well, I was a history major. They placed me for student teaching in an AP American government class. I was a history major. I was not a government major. I was not a social studies major. So I knew whatever. But I wasn't trained in government in college at all. And I literally crash coursed for 3 days and got the basics, and then every day before the lessons and before whatever, I had it down pat. I learned more about teaching in a week than I learned in 4 years.
So what I was gonna say,
Yeah.
and mind you, I still didn't listen to anything you guys said, but this person who's in the medical field has told me that there's a lot of people in Gen Z that are working there, and a lot of them
What
have
is Gen
nursing
Z?
degrees. Carrie, when does Gen Z start?
Gen Z is
2005,
like
2006?
2000, no, it's like,
when
about
they're
that
born?
till recently, right? No, Alpha started in 8.
1997. It's really like the Gen Zs I'm talking about are the kids who are turning like 21, 22 now. So early 2000s, 2001, 2002. So these people, they've got their degrees. They know nothing. They literally chat GPT everything. I'm not kidding. Like every single answer they're chat GPTing during the test. They're done in like 5 minutes. And my friend is asking him like, how are you done? He's like, oh, I just chat GPT it. But my friend wants to actually learn this stuff, right? So it's like, it's school's going to become less and less valuable if everyone cheats their way through it, because all of a sudden it's meaningless.
Or did school never really have that much value to begin with, if you think about it? Like if it's just a bunch of like a lot of school is just a bunch of facts that aren't really applicable. It's the learning to sit down and study and meet deadlines and push yourself that's valuable in school, not so much like who the fourth president
Well,
was.
it's
and
Well,
learning
I
to
think-
become a worker.
think
basic.
Is
there's
that really what we
yeah,
want, though?
yeah, dude.
I think there's value.
Be part of
in
the
liberal-
proletariat or
a
whatever.
liberal
it is.
arts
I don't remember.
education,
And
just the
Automaton.
whole spectrum, because it disappoints me to see like my boy. My boy's no dummy. He's not. He's very intelligent. He knows all kinds of different things that I don't know. But there are just some things. This is when I decided to homeschool my kids for multiple reasons. What I saw going on at my school, but when I saw like the class that I taught for a long time, he was taking, and he got a B plus in it, and I was disappointed. And I'm like, a B plus, dude, come on, this is whatever. I didn't help him with it because I don't know, I was busy. And then he took the end of the year test and he failed it. The end of the year state standardized test. He couldn't meet the basic criteria for success, and he got a B plus in the class. And I got kids that are, poverty level, under poverty level, that I could get to pass that. I'm like, how in the world do you get a B plus in a class and you can't pass the basic competency? It's crazy. They just didn't do anything. I was like, forget it. And this is in a
That's
an
the
accounting
hot
school.
take I've withdrawn is somehow poverty level is involved in the grades that you get.
It is.
Kevin.
Well, it is. I mean,
What
if
is
you look
that?
at the numbers, well,
Kevin's got
kids
some
that
weird
come from a
views.
higher economic situation perform better.
Really, I feel like if you're like Silver Spoon and rich, you're gonna do worse because you don't have to fight for anything.
Yeah, there's a little bit. It just depends on the person too. Like,
be the
are they
opposite.
how are you gonna react to whatever
It all depends
situation
on the
you're in,
house.
whether you have money or you don't, right?
kids that are waking up and they don't know where their parents are going to struggle. Period. And that's what I'm talking about, dealing with those kind of kids. I mean, I had kids literally. It's like I would go pick them up. I had baseball players like my mom hadn't been here for 3 days, and I don't know my dad.
But here's the reality too. It'd be silly to, like, I feel like colleges and everything and schools should figure out how to embrace ChatGPT in a smart and intelligent way, because that is undoubtedly a part of modern life and modern business and modern work. So how do you use that efficiently where you don't over rely on it, like maybe some Gen Z kids?
I think they are, and it's scary.
Well, that's the thing, but they need to use it because it's a tool. And and ignoring it, just like, back in the day when your parents are like, don't text or don't be on phone. That's part of culture. You got to.
If more and more kids and generations are going to be relying this heavily on cheating, okay.
Cheating?
How is it cheating there?
They literally take a picture of the thingy and it gives them all the answers.
Do they get all the?
They don't even read the questions.
Yeah, cheating on a test. Yes.
I'm not even kidding. They don't even read the questions.
I'm talking about the test.
Picture,
but if you were at work and
you
took a picture of,
and they fill in all the answers for it. Yes, absolutely. But Carrie, what if you are a nurse or a doctor and AI, which is often wrong, is wrong about what to do?
Well, yeah, and I'm not saying for a nurse
scary.
or whatever.
It's scary.
But how do you use that to supplement your education and not rely on it is the issue.
Well, and that's, I think, where we're going to see the challenges in 10 years.
Why are we?
When literally nobody knows anything.
This is the Trash to Cash podcast, by the way, guys. If you're wondering what you're listening to.
Listen, no, we're going to get to the We're going to get to the T2000, okay? Because if everyone is fully relying on it for everything, and we fully start trusting it in 10 years, because hey, we got us through college. It saved 40 lives because I was a doctor and I kept using it. And AI decides, we're done with humanity. All the doctors are all of a sudden going to get bad advice. Okay? Yeah, no, just cut that little string to the heart.
We figured out pretty quick.
I don't know. I think that...
wait, that didn't work. Let me try it
again. I feel like think about AI videos. Like, can you notice an AI video most of the time when you see one?
Yeah.
Everybody that isn't like our parents probably can.
You won't be able to in 5 years.
But will we? I'm being serious. Will our perception evolve to where we can just tell? I'm being serious, because maybe it looks perfect, but there's something in the way that they act that doesn't feel human. Maybe it's not an uncanny valley in look, but it's an uncanny valley in the way they interact, right? It doesn't seem.
This back into
are we just going to question everything we watch?
Yeah.
Did
that would be interesting.
Did you see that ChatGPT, and Dave, you've talked about this kind of, sort of. ChatGPT is pushing its Etsy now and some other platform where they're going to be fed items. If people are constantly putting information into ChatGPT and other programs like that, they're going to start pushing product and paying for Etsy's doing this, and there's one other, and it'll be more people coming into this too. They're gonna be it'll feed them the
like the
items
Truman
that they
Show.
didn't know they wanted to have.
Yeah,
you're being advertised.
And they'll be like, "Do you want Lexapro?
Nonstop?
You might want Lexapro, man." I'm like, "No, I just don't want OCD, man."
You don't have rabies, but you can get the rabies shot by subscribing.
I know, exactly. Do you want a rabies shot?
It's taken the place of Google Ads in some degree, and it's much more targeted. So the advertising is going to go directly to the person who wants that thing, or with a much more high likelihood of it, as opposed to what we're doing now. Like, who wants to pay for these ads on television where you're paying a ton of money to hit hundreds of thousands of people when really there's only a tiny niche that it applies to?
Yeah, true.
I think eBay is going to. I think eBay and Facebook are going to be the two that come together. I think Amazon stands alone because they've got so much social stuff going on already. And I think YouTube and Walmart are the two that are really kind of getting in bed together. It's going to be an interesting new world, let me tell you.
You just got to be open to it. You gotta adapt, folks. It's very important that you're adaptable. That you're not just, I'm doing eBay and I only take cashier checks. That's going to be a problem in 2020.
Were you doing it back then, Carrie?
No, I wasn't. I think my first sales on eBay were 2007, 8. So it was already. I don't know how they did it back then. I don't remember, but
I got cash in the mail back then, man. They would send you envelopes of cash. That was the day right there. The IRS had no idea what was going on. It was wonderful.
That's wild. I just sold a few card lots when I was in college and for fun. But yeah, I didn't start in earnest till about 11.
I bought a sealed pack of PGA golf cards today. It's not worth much, but a sealed box. I was like,
there you go.
Sell them on.
So what did we decide, guys? What do the kids of the future do?
I think it's going to be the Wild West for
Tough.
a while. It's
Yeah.
going to be the
Crazy.
Wild West. There's going to be a bunch of kids. Think about the kids that are like the kids that are 30. Think about the 30-year-olds that are going to find themselves in a difficult position if they don't adopt some of the new ways, and they're stuck in a situation where the old ways aren't working for them either. I mean, those are the ones. You got to have skills. It's just plain and simple.
It's true.
There's even if your skill is to manipulate AI in such a way that you can
that's
make a
the
living
thing.
from it. That's a skill too that I need to get better at. And Dave obviously is getting
Like
better
no,
at.
listen, your skills are gonna get demoted though. Like they're not gonna matter. Me being able to edit a picker video is gonna matter zero, right? It's just not gonna matter because it's such a AI capable thing. Like
Yeah, I
even
can't see a world
Kevin's
where we can't
folksy
input a
whimsical
video.
pervert act, which I made that up. Wait, what is it, Carrie? Kevin's
No,
a
yeah, no,
pervert?
we saw this on TikTok, and Dawn
a
called me
whimsical
into the room.
pervert?
No,
Something?
she said this is a perfect description of Kevin. It is a wholesome pervert with a touch of whimsy.
That's it. Yeah, yeah.
That's gonna
Even that, like AI could replicate, is what I'm saying. Like down the road.
sure. As long as I get a kickback.
Well,
I'm
in
fine.
5
won't.
years, we're not even doing this podcast. We have the AI bots of ourselves
But look, there'll still
taking
be a
our
market.
personalities and doing it 5
People will
episodes
still
a day.
want real. There's a huge segment of society that
course,
will
yeah.
still want real. There's no doubt about that to me. Like I don't want to watch AI stuff.
No,
I
but-
watch it when Dave sends me nonsense Bigfoot stuff.
Dude,
and
is there going to be
nonsense. What
is there going to be a lot more Luddites in the future? A lot more anti-technology, you know,
did a
that's going to
video
be living
about
in the
that.
real world.
I think
that's a
that
possibility.
we were talking to Elijah about this. Yes, Elijah was very talkative yesterday to me and Carrie, and he was
Yeah,
showing us some of the
that was
music he
not
listens to, and it's like intentionally bad. And we were just thinking, like, this is maybe the future because AI is so crispy and clean, and everything's always perfect. Like, people might literally seek out
about
crap that
LPs.
can't be made by AI. They just want it to
Listening on
sound bad.
LPs, CDs.
So,
listen,
It's
I
gonna
got
be
one
good
more
for my
point.
eBay store down the road.
I saw a
This
video.
has to be human run.
I saw a video the other day because I still think there's a window, Dave, because there's a lot of people like me and older than me that don't, think about what it used to be to start a website, for instance, right? There's still a lot
brutal.
of people out there that want to start a website.
Magento, I tried to do one for my business like 10 years ago. I got fished both times, and it was so brutal to make. I hated it.
So, but you literally can make a website. If you have the skill of being able to do that, it used to cost $1,500, $2,000 for somebody to make you a website. If some kid can just focus on that for the next 5 years, they could probably make a pretty good living making people websites for $200 a pop and just popping them out like that. So there is a small window before
also-
that takes over completely
there
where
a-
everybody knows how to do it.
Isn't there a bit of a requirement to have an entrepreneurial spirit to even do this
yeah.
sort of stuff
No,
like
now
that?
You're talking about personal
These are
stuff here.
these are all little entrepreneurs that are doing this. It's not your standard person who's been trained by the school system to go show up for a job at the store,
Well,
right?
somebody has to pay for all the other non-entrepreneurs out there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the world we're living
true.
in, man. I hate to say it, but that's just the fact. And you're going to put in the work, and you're going to shell out enough for everybody else, and you're going to be
Listen,
better off than they are.
there's
That's basically
literally
what
there's
it
now a
is.
website. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a website, and you type in what you want, and it creates an app. So we could probably finally make an Android app for Dibdit before the freaking district guys do it. Let's do it.
News is all right. I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. Some of it is scary. Some of it is exciting. It's probably more scary to me than it is somebody like Dave because I think you guys are slightly better positioned, a lot better positioned to capitalize on some of this stuff. But I toy around with it, little silly things like
No,
I did. Did you see
you're
my
better than
Facebook?
you think, and you're also smart enough to align yourself, in all honesty, with people like Dave.
That's what I'm good at.
that will help you
Find the right people.
muscle through it when you need to. So
That's why I am still friends with Dave after all the
Yeah,
insults
that's
over
all
all
it
the
takes, huh?
years. Just
Just
so
to
that,
be
that
used.
1 hour or 2 hours a year where I make him do something for me. That's the only reason.
I think the problem. I don't know. The question is, okay, so let's bring it back to reselling, guys. What does it mean for the person who's doing hobby reselling? Is that safe? Is it safe from this AI
Yeah.
takeover? Is it not?
Yeah, I think there's going to be some difficulties because these new technologies that I'm talking about, they're going to flood the market, quote unquote. which means that there'll probably be price drops in certain categories. There'll probably be a lot of stuff sitting. But I think there's also kind of pushback on the other side where these companies are investing heavily in putting products in front of the right people. More and more and more people are buying online and having it delivered to their house, and it continues to grow and will continue to grow. And there'll be these little hubs. Have you ever read, what's the name of that book? I'm not going to it's a Kurt Vonnegut book. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. But there's growth on both sides of this. So, eBay may not be growing at some exponential rate, but selling online is growing massively and will continue to do so. Unfortunately, we've got some geopolitical, politics that are making it difficult for countries to trade between countries. We've had it. It's been going on in Europe for a while with increased regulations and now the tariffs and stuff. I would love to see a global marketplace for resellers, but there's so many difficulties in it. And, America's only
I was
so
somewhere
big.
the other day. I can't remember. I think I was with Callie. Yeah, I was with Callie. I don't even remember where it was, but I literally don't remember. But there was a person there talking about Roblox and his daughter. His daughter's 20, and his daughter helped create some game in Roblox and is an admin in Adopt Me, which is a very popular game Callie likes. And he was talking about how she makes a fortune making digital games and digital content, like little characters that they can adopt and stuff. And so that just made me think about like the play in digital assets, like not stupid crappy ones made by Gary Vee that are useless, but like real digital assets that the kids are already
like
using.
a little tiny pet
but
cat
listen,
in a video game.
It is what it is. It's the supply and demand. There is a demand for that crap. There's not a demand for Gary Vee's weird creatures he's made yet. He might make it be a demand down the road, but it's not there yet for his what are they called? NFT things.
The NFTs.
Yeah.
Well, that's different than
there's not
creatures,
really a demand, right? There's not
There's
really
always,
a demand.
I mean, if you think
yet
about it, there's
for that
always
stuff.
been a demand. Remember Tecmo Bowl with Bo Jackson just running over everybody? If you could have just bought similar characters for your team or made one of your players more powerful back in the 90s, you would have if you could have.
But no.
Scarcity
The key, yes, scarcity is important, right? She wants the character that's less common, but the key is to wrap it around something that you want. But really, in the far future, it's not going to be about games. It's going to be about these smart glasses that you're wearing, smart contacts that you're wearing, and it will literally be like. So what you can do now, Kevin, with the AR and stuff, with the Facebook glasses, you can pin something to your wall, like your Instagram Explore page. And when someone walks in your house, if they have their glasses on, they can see that. That's a decoration in your house. You can literally buy a digital painting. Yep. It could be an NFT if you want it to be, and you could pin it to your house. And if someone's wearing the glasses, and if 10 years everyone's wearing them, because literally all prescription glasses now have this tech, which I think it will, and a lot of people require a prescription, they're going to walk in your house and they're going to see this NFT. Again, it's not going to be Gary Vee's, I don't think, but some NFT that is desirable on your wall. They are going to see things that are digital assets that are going to be harder to resell, but not impossible.
Yeah,
so I think
walk
getting
into
ahead
Dave's
of that.
house, there's going to be like a little poo train, little
give you
token.
Idea here.
I love it.
So you're crapping on the NFTs Gary Vee thing. There's no reason that somebody who owns one of those NFTs, they can't somehow create something through this system so that NFT is hanging on my wall.
Correct.
And so then it applies.
It could be, yeah. It could.
I'm not saying that's the case.
I just don't know if Gary Vee is going to create the demand. I think that it's more like I see a bunch of people who are, for me, Gary Vee's NFTs are like a Beanie Baby in a sense because it's a collectible made for a collector.
Yeah, well, it's that whole saying that it was made to be collectible instead of just naturally becoming collectible.
More
so
than anything, it's the stuff that's really going to succeed is the stuff that is useful. And so for a kid, for some reason,
you just described it.
Yeah, the hanging out of walls, but that's like 10 years now. I'm saying sooner, like the stuff that's useful, like so the stuff Callie's going to buy is the dragon that she can ride the highest with the most powers in the game she's playing. So useful to her, right?
Okay,
and so that's the question: is like, what is?
She doesn't have to go work at a job. She's
a
kid.
Kevin, isn't that the key to having the $1 million ideas?
Well,
to figure out what is that useful thing? What is that useful thing for the future?
I think we can agree on this.
I don't think it's Gary Vee NFT, but it's something.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but the collectibles market, the idea of collecting, is having a massive resurgence. And I think for people that a lot of younger people try to find something that makes them stand apart while being accepted, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
That's where they're at. And collectibles is a roadmap to that. For older generations, it's like, I heard talking to a guy today, he's like, I have every single Motu and I've got whatever. And that makes it, that's like, and I think that's cool, but that's something he's proud of. And it's the same exact thing. Humans are still humans, but it's a totally different generation. And what Dave is describing is exactly, I think, where things are.
Yeah, and I don't want to come
tangible and
across
intangible.
like I have a cogent idea of what this future is. I just think there's some future in reselling that is digital assets that if we could figure out how to get ahead of.
Dude, I wanted to
be very
so
profitable.
badly. There's an app called Topps Bunt where Topps has a bunch of apps where they're digital, kind of like an NFT, but you were not allowed to sell them on eBay for various obvious reasons. But I saw a lot of people doing it and flipping them. I would have loved to have gotten those digital assets and flipped them on eBay back in the day, but
Kerry,
it was
you've
just
seen
it wasn't
this.
allowed.
You can buy pieces of, it's like the Green Bay Packers. You can be an owner of the Green Bay Packers, right? You can buy a piece of that. But I've seen people, which you can't really because you're not really getting a dividend or anything, but still cool. I've seen it where you're buying futures of people's contracts. You literally can buy an investment, a future of somebody's contract. It acts as an insurance policy for the player. It's crazy. You literally
There's also
can
like
have a
in the
stake in their
sports card
success.
game, and this is actually ebbed and flowed. It was super hot a couple years ago during the pandemic, and it's kind of slowed down, but it may come back. Was the fractionalization of like assets in collectibles? Like a company would go in and bid on like a Mickey Mantle rookie that was graded, and then they would put it on their website, and then they would sell shares, and then basically people could sell their fractionalized share of that asset in the market, I guess, that they had. It ended up failing, at least the one I think that I remember, but I could see that being more prevalent in the future.
As far as tangible assets, though, I mean, I still see collectibles, not in the Beanie Baby sense, but truly things that people want in the reselling
Hatchimal
markets.
sense?
It's correct. I've been selling more collectible stuff than useful stuff lately, which is what I love. But I thought we would see an uptick in
Don't you think that might be like where resellers are going to have the edge? Like any big
100%.
box retailer is going to have the edge selling useful stuff. And if they see, we saw this Don being like a furniture painter and stuff like this and a home decor person in our old shop. Anytime there was a hot trend, it took home, all those places, what is it? Home Goods or whatever. It took them like 2 years to catch on to the trends. So we had like a couple years because we were more nimble to locally deal with the trends. But then they would take over and make it cheaper, right?
Yeah.
But with collectibles, it's much tougher. I think
Although it
collectibles is
happens.
where we're going to be more nimble and be able to fill needs faster. And it might be hard to flip, I don't know, microwave ovens because
How
They're gonna
much
be so
do you
cheap.
I don't know if it'd be harder. I think it's all going to grow. I think the parts, and especially if we have this kind of global, I don't know, not isolation, but just make it difficult between countries.
Is
So-
there a chance that like?
Such a good.
Oh, sorry. Make your good point. Go.
it's a really good point.
I was quiet for a long time, but go.
So
go.
look in the collectibles market. I've seen it's much more difficult to sell a vintage T-shirt now than it was 2 years ago, right? And Walmart has vintage looking graphic tees, Old Navy. That took a bite out of that market, in my opinion. Took a big bite out of it.
That's
and
what I was
hats to
saying.
some
People
degree as
realized
well.
a trend. Walmart takes years and many quarters to catch on.
New era
manufacture.
started to create the shark tooth again, and you have new versions of it. The Motu toys came out, and that killed the old one. The Care Bears came back. I mean, this is not new stuff, but I think that those companies are seeing the trends way sooner because the AI technology allows them to see those trends much sooner.
I think if I'm really like thinking deep on this, and this is such a weird podcast episode, but let's just go with it because it's flowing. So I think of this episode of Black Mirror, one of my favorite shows because it's like Twilight Zone, but now. And in it, this woman almost dies in a car accident, and they give her this like surgery and put like a digital thing inside of her. This digital thing keeps her alive, keeps her breathing. It like saves her life. And they keep like adding new functionality, but they're taking away functionality at the same time. They're saying, oh, you can only stay awake for 4 hours a day because we got to share your energy with the network. And she literally just gets put to sleep by this neuro link thingy she's got.
Yeah, she needs it to stay alive, and it's
but
like a monthly
she
fee, and
also
she's got to
has
pay
the
more if she wants
ability
less ads.
to purchase good feelings. Okay, and so what if in the future there is a way that products that you're buying digitally actually make you feel something physically or mentally? Are they and somehow this is regulated, which would be like the worst case scenario, but it's like regulated, and like you're only allowed to give so much like hype out or so much zen out or so much, because it's like a drug in a sense, but like it's like alcohol. It's like digital alcohol that you're buying, and it's actually making you feel good when you consume, but it's also dangerous somehow. Like this is just my sci-fi future.
Drugs
and
have
like,
already done this, I think.
Yeah, but maybe they don't have the same dangers. Maybe they're safer. Maybe they're not dangerous at all, but people want, the capitalist will like, hoard them, and you can only access it because it's like a hidden code that they have a monopoly. Like this sort of stuff could happen. Like your digital goods could literally cause feelings once these things get
and
tied
in this
into your
same world, people are paying for stuff via cashier check on Bonanza. The same
But
world.
listen, the reason
This
this
is
made
all
me,
a giant
the reason
world.
this made me even think about this,
I'm
because
be
I was
gone
thinking,
before all
I
this
was thinking,
happens, yo.
what is the like digital thing that someone would pay money for? And I couldn't help but think of the thing that revolutionizes all media and such, and that is the adult
That's
industry.
immediately what I thought.
The
I'm
adult
like, that's exactly the
industry
first place
is
that's
like,
getting used.
buy a girlfriend, a digital girlfriend, like that sort of stuff's what's going to happen first.
It's
Digital
going to happen
boyfriend,
before
whatever it is.
before they've even worked out the bugs.
I think we're underestimating humanity just a little bit here.
I think
Don't-
we're
don't
overestimating.
people- Maybe you're right. I hope you're not right. I mean, I don't. Isn't maybe
Even your
there's a
boy
certain
Gary Vee
segment
says someone is going to be marrying an AI within the next 20 years.
Oh gosh.
Even
Do you
he
think
said
somebody
it.
was? Do you think somebody was married to the Rip Rocket roller coaster at Universal's, and then they're like they had to get a divorce because
I had a hate relationship with that coaster. Anyways, poop talk.
Yeah. Poop talk. This is interesting. I like this podcast. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, okay. So let's talk about an eBay sale. Let's do that. Kevin likes to shout
Kevin,
out
where's your
those.
Tourette's when we need it?
Yeah. What eBay sales have you had, guys? Let us know in the comments. What
had a
is the
great
digital
week.
thing in the future that we're going to be able to make a profit on as resellers once people stop collecting physical goods because they can
I
just
don't
own them
think they're
digitally?
gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. I don't
They'll be
think
like,
it
yeah,
is.
like a record
think
collector. Like they want that, but maybe in 100 years they do.
But here's
Maybe
the
in 200
difference.
years
Yeah,
they do.
here's the difference. There's always going to be the record collector, I would imagine, or vintage video game. But like for the masses, the Funko Pop, that's going to be digital.
It could be digital.
probably.
It could be digital.
It'll just
yeah.
be real. It'll be like somebody's real head in a jar, and they'll be having real feelings, and that'll be the Funko Pop. And you can buy somebody's, and then you can manipulate their feelings.
Wow. This seems like it's coming from a deep recess in your
bitterness? Is there
subconscious.
bitterness?
I
I'm
sold
sensing?
He's talking about heads in a
$678
jar,
yesterday,
Dave. There's a lot of jokes we
and
can make here.
$54 today. My sales are up 20%.
What'd you say, Kevin? You
last
sold a
30
what?
days. I sold $678 yesterday. I've only sold 54 today.
Oh
so
crap! I didn't care. I shouldn't have asked.
very good point.
Back to the heads in the jar, Kevin.
Yeah.
Can we get a camera in your crawl space? This is the request that we have for next week.
The
We want a
Commonwealth
camera.
crawl space? Can
Hey.
we get a
I
camera?
haven't even
Yo,
got
oh
to
Kevin,
comments yet.
me and
What?
Carrie had an idea. This is brilliant. Okay,
got me
so
for 10
did
minutes,
we
by the
talk,
way. I'm
Kevin?
gone.
Did we talk last week about the Ocala pooper and the Ocala peer and the Ocala cheese touch
Yeah.
and the Ocala Batman?
No.
So this is the thing.
this is awesome.
It's happening. This is like a craze nationwide, especially in the high schools. Every town's got a pier, okay, and they just pee in public properties and film the pee
Some have
coming
more than
out.
one.
Yeah. Volusia
But
County
it's like
and
on, it's
Ocala
on
both
TikTok.
have
I don't know
one.
if it's actual pee though.
So like we're thinking we want to make the Bedford pier, the Bedford pooper, and all of it's just going to be centered around your cabin. Like we're going to be peeing on your cabin, pooping on your cabin, throwing cheese against the windows.
No, there's so many Easter eggs we could have. We could have like the Bedford Pier, and in the background, Kevin's like digging like a grave, quote unquote, or something in the back. There could be a lot of Easter eggs that we would find. Me and Dave would find fun.
I don't know if you saw this, but last night the Ocala Batman caught the Ocala pooper. and he
did he?
beat the crap out of him.
I didn't
Like,
even
go,
see
you got to
that.
go watch it. It's great.
My
He
favorite
beat
is
the crap
Ocala
out
is
of
the Ocala
pooper.
cheese touch because he just I love it
went to
because like
Chuck E.
every
Cheese.
video starts at night and it's like raining and it's like a scene from the Dark Knight
Knight,
or whatever. And it's like in the quote, it's like in the recesses of your mind, like it's very creepy. And then all of a sudden he just throws cheese on something.
Yeah. Well, he was at Chuck E.
on the
Cheese,
ground.
Kevin, and he threw cheese at Chuck E. Cheese. Did you see I sold the glass thing? Did you see that that screenshot I sent you of my antique 1917 Limoges France pedestal
Yeah, I
cake
did see
stand?
that. I did
That was a
see
big
that.
sale.
Didn't
Carrie, did
you
you see
post
it?
it
Carrie
on
probably
Facebook?
missed it. Yeah,
I
did.
missed it.
Carrie, what do you think I sold it for? Since you
Limoges?
missed it.
Cake?
Yeah, it's Limoges.
gonna
It's
guess,
a cake stand.
$150.
That's
$100
pretty
bucks.
good.
$100. Yeah, $100. Yeah, it was funny because
good.
when I bought it, I paid a couple bucks for it, and I bought it, and I sent a picture to Tim. I said, "Hey, is this good?" He's like, "Yeah, you can probably get 100, but it'll take a few months." He was exactly right. I got 100, and it took a few months. Tim knows something about glass.
He knows a little bit.
Yeah, I paid a couple bucks. That was a steal.
Hey, I sold a
really
hat for $40. I've been trashing hats lately. Callaway
Yeah.
golf hat for $40 plus shipping. That's not bad.
All
And a
right.
T-shirt. I was trashing those. Hey, you guys were here when I bought this one. It was a Sprite. Speaking of Tim over the years, Tim was right there with me. Tim is so cheap, y'all. He looked at stuff and I was like, dude, you're not gonna buy that? He's like, nah. If it ain't more than $5, I'm not buying it.
Okay, guess, guys. Here I'm gonna have you guess this.
Sprite
Don
t-shirt.
sold this yesterday.
$42
Tell me what you think this sold for.
plus shipping.
Yeah, you could guess plus shipping.
Oh
too.
wait a minute, I've seen those.
$100.
What? Wait a minute, is that blackface? Don's selling blackface, or is that a cat?
It's a cat.
Oh, okay. Well, look, I don't know.
It's a black cat and a pumpkin guy.
What? How big is it?
13 inches.
That's what she
So,
said. and
Way
that's
too
what
much.
he said.
13 inches. Is it like paper? Like paper mache?
It looks like it's paper mache, but I think it is.
Is there a brand name
I
on
think
it?
it is a trade.
I already said $100, and I'm right.
No. Do you? Or is
Did
it really
Don
that
tell you?
much?
I forget. Don probably already bragged to you.
I
You
would've said,
told
like,
me on the boat
50.
last night at Epcot. You showed it to me and said sold it for $100.
Well, technically $97.99.
Nice.
Oh, you exaggerated on the boat then.
Well, you always exaggerate on a
I know
boat.
We
Don
gotta
does.
stop Kevin from talking about this product.
Don does
apparently,
flat rate
you know what
shipping.
you can buy, guys? Commonwealth Picker hat on CommonwealthPicker.com.
Here's another good one. This is a good one. I don't think I
Running
told
out.
you
Is that
guys.
true? Do you still have these?
Yeah, I still have a few. The trash to cash one's sold out.
Kevin, you were probably at this. Spring
What is
Break
that?
1988.
I'm carrying
yeah,
them.
baby.
Buds McKenzie light up sign. What do you
You
think
sold
would
that?
Sold a Hawaiian
Yeah, that's
shirt.
sold.
Bro, you bought that for yourself to decorate your house.
Yeah,
I know
seriously.
Don
was
just
with
sold
you.
it.
I was with you.
Don just sold it without
Just
even telling me.
Don's sitting in the living room watching
Literally.
Golden Girls like, I'm selling that.
No,
selling
that's
that.
that's how I found out it sold. I just saw the sold thing. I'm like, that was for the house, but okay.
What'd you get for it?
Guess. You got to guess. That's the whole point.
$100.
Wait, first off, did you ever hang it? Was it hanging in the house?
That was
we have to
priced
get your
up.
dad's permission to hang stuff up, so maybe that's why we never did it.
That
I
was
don't know.
priced up at that sale. I remember.
$150.
Yeah, it might be.
$74.99.
Dawn
guessing
didn't care
two
about
numbers.
it, so she just put a price on it.
$149.99.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I said.
nice.
I nailed it. Yeah.
I think you paid. Was it? Do you remember what you paid? I think it was because it was like I think it
30,
was like-
40 bucks.
Okay, that was
So
Julie.
I paid up
because
because it was going to be. We just never used it for that.
I was
It cool.
excited, Carrie, about this big. I just edited this footage. It'll be out tomorrow, so before the podcast comes out. Remember, we went to the 100-mile sale and you bought the giant mariachi band guitar.
Oh yeah, the
I thought you made a better profit, but you didn't actually make that good of a profit on that.
no, it was like
Yeah.
100, but it was expensive.
You paid
too, and
$85.
I think Don made. I think
Yeah.
it was 200.
You paid
is what it sold
$85.
for.
Yeah,
I
and
could
you sold it
check. I
for,
forgot
like,
what it's called though. The
I don't know,
the
base. It was
Bassatone
like
or
a
something?
Marriott. Yeah, I think you sold it. I texted her yesterday. She said she thinks she sold it for $150 plus shipping.
It's cool though because I didn't even realize there was a. I mean, it makes sense thinking about it because I've seen it.
She
She might have
probably
made
50.
She
At
may have made
restaurants?
$300 on the
Shipping.
shipping. That's
It's
true.
a
yeah.
giant. They make giant mariachi bass guitars. They're kind of cool.
Is it mariachi? I've always said mariachi.
Mariachi.
Am I Americanizing it?
I don't know. He's
I'm trying to remember how to even. I'm trying to think of Spanish here. It's mariachi. It's mariachi.
Tupperware. How much?
Mariachi would be M-E. and it's
$6.99, Kevin.
How much,
$6.99.
Gary?
Is that Pyrex?
Tupperware.
Tupperware. I'm gonna guess $17.99.
$21.95 plus shipping.
Carrie said he didn't understand like any of the comments on the podcast this week. He was just,
That's
like,
the
so
problem. We are
lost.
now, instead of filming like the night before in a desperate rush, we're filming like Thursday before so like 5 days before. I'm gonna have no clue what I talked about in the comments. I just look at the comments and like I hear a lot of this. Carrie was so right. Go ahead and do that to confuse me. Just
will
put
come
Carrie was
out.
so right.
Right when the
Gaslight
shipping
Carrie in the
costs
comments.
go up.
Yeah, gaslight.
So what are you doing with your shipping costs?
Blood
Nothing.
pressure
Dave's
check
doing
desk,
nothing.
a
Nobody
mess,
cares.
always entertaining.
October
What does that
5th,
mean?
Dave.
What happened?
Shipping goes up October 5th.
Oh.
Kevin
Carrie
has
kind of
eBay
has a
Tourette's.
Dr. McSteamy look going on right now.
Oh yeah, because I didn't have my hat on.
Here, you got messages, comments on here from 2 PPP guys. Josh Galt says, Dave, I'm going to reach out to you and help you out. I think
Ow,
once
yeah,
you
he keeps
get
saying that,
into
but
the
he
listing
hasn't-
flow,
how's
you
he
will see
reaching
how
out to me?
He's
powerful
on
it is.
Canadian time. Give him a
I
minute.
don't
He
have.
emailed it
I
to
don't give. He doesn't know my email.
What do you mean? You don't have your email posted
No,
anywhere?
I have Dave at the station.io. It goes to my agent,
He's
and
gonna
I don't
have
see
to.
any
He's
of
gonna have to
those.
talk to Dave's
That's
agent.
probably what happened.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
see
I'll
any
give
of
him your
that.
phone number then.
Well,
All right.
You don't need to. It's fine.
Wait a minute, there's another one.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in learning. I'll be honest.
Yes, and the resale leftover guys were having an argument in the podcast comments. That was good.
Yeah,
And
because
Are
they
we
were-
gonna do
can
an
you-
East Tennessee meetup recap, even though we weren't there? Can we just
Hold on.
guess what happened?
Hold on. I heard them allude to them arguing in our comments. What was the argument they were having in our comments?
because you kept calling it Mike's podcast.
Okay.
And Dan took offense, as he should. It's not Mike's
It's
podcast.
really Joe's podcast. If we're
I would
being
say
honest.
Joe
Joe's
is
the one that kept it
yeah,
together.
he's the one that's been here
Wouldn't
the longest.
exist
I would say
without
it's
him.
Joe's. Yeah.
John says, Flippin' Ain't Easy says he'd love to have all three of us on the PPP. Can you imagine us on that podcast?
How many episodes do you
I
give
can
the buy it
barely
all?
show up for the TTC, let alone the PPP.
And I'm down with PPP, but the thing is,
Very good.
how long do you think the buy it all podcast is going to last?
Is that a new one?
Buy it all?
That's
Yeah.
Jimmy's. Jimmy, and then we
Jimmy's?
got
Oh,
Keith.
wait,
Our
it's
boy
not
Keith
just
is there,
Jimmy's.
and
I think you
Wanna
mentioned
make
that. Yeah,
art?
the
yeah,
other
yeah.
guy, I forgot his name, but he's one I don't know as well.
it is-
But
I
shout
can't
out to you,
remember
my
either.
friend. I watched
Don't
like
draw,
30
but
minutes
I
because I was
followed
too
him.
tired and lazy to change it.
There you go. I'm like mayhem. I get tens of. I don't understand that. Okay,
This is
who
how you
lives
want to
in
end the
here
show,
as well?
Kevin. You're almost out of time, and you want to end it just
800
blabbering
episodes would
half
be
comments.
16 years.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you guys are awesome. We got 3
That-
minutes.
that's
Let's
better.
roll. What do you got? Do you know the shipping's going up, Dave? Do you care?
Yes, you
Does anybody
keep
care?
saying it. You keep saying. Stop saying
It's a
it.
big deal.
Here's the thing, Kevin. Let's talk cards. We got 3 minutes. Let's talk cards. Let's do that. Okay.
Cards.
Kevin, I opened up a SpongeBob Blaster. Do you know what a blaster is? It's like
yeah,
the cheap
I know
one.
what a blaster is.
And I pulled a 1 of 1. Kevin, a
Yeah?
1 of 1 artist sketch of Plankton from SpongeBob. Do you know
Really?
Plankton?
Yes, I know Plankton.
It's like a $500+ card, and Todd
Nice.
Pella got it.
And you, Todd Pella got it. That's good.
Palm Coast guy?
I am
Estate
going-
sale Palm Coast guy. Oh, this is an estate sale. Hold on.
There you go. Buyout.
Hello, Skylar.
Hey, how you doing, bud?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I didn't see you at my sale in Flagler Beach. You out of town?
No, I've been lazy lately. Is it still going on?
Dude, yeah, you gotta come tomorrow. This house is cool too. You gotta
Okay.
bring the camera, post it to your channel, man. Make some content. There's a lot of great stuff.
All right. Yeah. Filter for you. All right. Sounds good, man. Thanks. All right, bye.
That's networking. This guy must know Rod. That's how you do it, Dave.
Yeah, you
Get
like
them
that networking?
connections. I handed out my number today a few times. I bought so much crap today.
He's a nice guy. The problem is he's really actually quite expensive. So I'll go there, but I don't think I'll buy anything because the last like 4 times I've gone there, I haven't been able to buy a single thing. So my guess is maybe just no one showed up to his sale today. That's what's really happening.
Yep.
But maybe I'll stop by if it's really raining tomorrow. Me and Mike could go or something.
Man, I just, man, I'd be making connections
see.
down there. I'm be jealous.
You would.
I need
South-
to make
what, did
more
he say
out here.
Flagler Beach?
Yes.
Flagler Beach. I'm writing it
Flagler
down.
Beach. And the
Hey, look at
address
that. That's
is
a good
on
way
it.
to end the show. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
See y'all. I gotta go.